Okay, in these videos, I'm going to show you how you can stream any movie, whether it's current or whether it's an older movie, plus any TV show that's currently out and some of the old ones on your computer, your PC, your Mac, or any Android device. Now, this app uses Android, so what we need to do is install an emulator. And the emulator that I'm going to show you works on both Mac and PC. I'm going to be showing you how to install it on a PC because that's what I use, but the Mac will work similarly. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is go and get BlueStacks Player. Okay, so here we are, and you'll see there's BlueStacks for Mac as well. So you get the one that you need. Let's go to download here. Okay, so this is going to be the PC version. If you want the Mac version, just go and get the Mac version of the same thing. Okay, so once that downloads, we're going to start the install. Okay, so now we'll install this. Okay, so click continue. Okay, and then where you want the data to go, you can just take the default for that. And then App Store access. So this is going to be able to get you to your Google Play account and application communications, which you'll also want. Okay, so install. Okay, and then as it goes through, it'll show you just some images of what you can play with it. So you can play games and so on once you have BlueStacks installed, and you can get them right from your Google Play account. If you don't have a Google Play account, just go to play.google.com and you can create one whether you have an Android device or not. It's free as well. You can put a credit card on it if you want to have any paid apps, but there are lots of free ones that are really good, so you don't need to even put a credit card on that account. Okay, so we're almost done here. Okay, so it's still installing here, but we're getting to the main screen where it is doing some more work here. So it's downloading a bunch of pre-installed apps, or at least links to apps where you can easily download them. And you'll see over here, if you click on this, then it'll go full screen on you. So when you're watching movies, you can watch them full screen, or when you're using the interface, you can use it full screen as well. Okay, so we have what looks like an Android screen right now. So if you're familiar with Android, you know what these buttons are: your back button, your home button, and this is your task button. You got a keyboard here, share, and there we have some of the apps loading. Okay, continuing with the buttons along the bottom here. So this will go full screen on you, and this exits the program. Okay, so it's loading up some of the stuff in here. So now you can play any Android game or app that you want right on your computer. You'll see over here we have all apps. So if we click on that, it shows us what we have on here. So we have BlueStacks settings, browser, help, and select IME. So that's for your keyboard and your camera. Okay, so let's go to settings. Okay, and then it's going to ask you about Google's location service. I'm going to say don't show again, and I'm going to agree, but you can disagree if you want. Okay, so you have to click again to go into the settings. Okay, now if you want to attach to your Google Play account, which is a good idea, go to Manage Accounts. And then you want a Google account. So an existing or new. So if you don't have one, you can create a new one right here. And go existing. Okay, if you have an existing account, you gotta put in your email and password. Okay, so click this arrow down here after you've filled that in. Okay, and then you saying that you agree to their service, terms of service, and then it's going to go along and do some stuff here. So just let that run. Okay, here backup and restore. So back up to your Google account. I don't want to do this with the one on my PC. And then communications, I just uncheck both of these, but you can keep this one checked if you want. It does the same thing it does on your phone, tries to keep your apps in sync. Okay, so let's click next here. Okay, just a couple more things in here. You got manage applications. So if you want to uninstall something off of here, you click that, and then you can uninstall right from here. You can also change your app sizes in here. So if you want the tablet apps, which you're going to want, this is where you can set them. Okay, they'll automatically know that if you're using Google Play account. And then this is you just delete them from here. Okay, we don't have anything from Google Play yet, so that's why it's not showing anything there. You have change app size down here. And we're getting the same thing again, really. It's the same screen where you can change everything to tablet size, which you will want when you're on your computer. Okay, and then your sound. Okay, now right in the middle of this, it interrupted me, and it will interrupt you too at any time. And it'll ask you to enable your app store. So we've already ahead of this, but if it popped up before you got to this point, that's fine. It's going to enable app sync. It'll just ask you if you want to enable these things. So let's continue. Okay, so it's going to ask you to sign into your Google account from the website here. So go ahead and do that. Okay, and then we got all done, and let's go. Okay, so now it's taken us to the Play Store. Okay, so if we click on the app switcher here, we'll see that we have the different things in here. So we have App Sync, BlueStack. So we were in settings here. Okay, so anyway, we now have everything installed here, and we would be able to go into Google Play and download anything we want from there. So let's go back to the app switcher. Let's go back to Google Play. Okay, and then you can use anything that you've already purchased through your account. You can rent movies from here, play games, whatever you want. But the whole point of installing this was so that I could show you how you can get these things for free. Now, you see these movies in here that are being charged like $20 to buy it, and some of them you can rent right now. Well, these ones that you can buy, you can stream right now for free, and that's what I'm going to show you next. Okay, so what we need to do now is download an app that lets us do that. Okay, so I hit the home button and went back home. So now we have a list of apps and so on that we can download. If you just hold your mouse button down, you can scroll the interface, so up and down, and you can also use your mouse wheel, but it's a little bit out of control when you do it that way because it goes a little too fast. All right, so what we need to do now is get going to download what we need. So we can do it from right within here. We'll go to All Apps, and then we'll go to Browser. You can also do this from your computer if you don't want to use the built-in browser here. Okay, just click OK here. Okay, so now what we want to do is go into Google and type in Showbox. Okay, and then you want to go to Showbox app download. Okay, and you'll see a screen like this. So now we'll go down and download the APK. Okay, so just click here. Click download. Okay, you can try the mirror link if you get an error like I did. Okay, I went back to home screen, but you see this little arrow up here, that means that there's a download. Okay, so what we can do is we'll go to BlueStack settings again, and then we'll go down here to advanced settings, and then we're going to go to storage, and then we're going to go to downloads. Okay, and here's our Showbox APK, so click on that and install. Okay, so app installed, let's open. Okay, so it says a new version, so click update here. Okay, so it's wanting us to install again. Okay, so let's open again. Okay, so here's the interface. You have movies and you have a search. And right now you'll see that it's loading up the data. It's at 19%. So you'll wait for that to finish. You can sort by, and you can sort by the date added, the name, rating, and IMDb. You can pick a genre, and you can pick a year. Okay, so you can sort by all of these things. And to play it, all you have to do is click on one. I'm just going to wait for this to finish downloading all the data first. Okay, so all our data is downloaded. So all we have to do is click on one of these now. Now it'll look a little bit different on the phone, as you'll see in a minute. Now you're going to get an ad pop once in a while, and that's just the price you pay. Now some of these you'll have low, medium, and high, and then you can either download or watch. And then you have the player, which will be internal or external, subtitles off or on, and then there'll be some more that you can look at down here under C also. Okay, so we can watch now. Now we can watch a trailer if we want. We can see the information on it. So let's just watch now. Now at any time we can just hit this button here and we can make it full screen. The only thing, you're going to see these buttons here at the bottom, but that's the only annoyance with using this. Okay, so it'll buffer up and start playing here. Okay. Alright, so now you can see that it is playing at any time. I can just come over here, hit this, and away it goes. If I click on it, I get the controls, so I'll just pause it, and there you go. Okay, so if we go to shows now, this will bring up the TV shows, and it works exactly the same way if you click on one of them. Okay, so we got to scroll down now. And then we can watch the episodes. Now you can add these to your library, and any that you add will show in here. So shows, movies, or downloads. And then updates. Okay, so these are movie updates. These are show updates. And my updates, which will be any that you have in your library. Okay, so there you go. That's how you use it for your PC. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to put it on an Android device.